I'm Joe Oracle, and this is a reading for SS. SS wants to know, I sent you an email before asking about my Australia boyfriend. We are already broken up, so the question is no use. Okay. I want to ask if there's a new relationship coming in the near future. Well, let's see. We're using the Dark Mansion Tarot. Very interesting tarot. It has so much ink on it that it's sort of hard to shuffle at times, but I do like it. So the Dark Mansion Tarot, High Priestess upside down, Strength, so you have a period of time to where nobody, and yes, you do have a relationship coming in the future. Oops, let's see. The Knight of Cups for there, and then one more for the Ace as well. Just overload with cards. That sounds like a good thing. That's interesting. Okay, so yes, you meet a Libra, and the Libra is quite interesting. You are quite interested, but in a friend capacity. So, yes. So the question was, is there a new relationship coming in the future? Yes, you have a relationship with a Libra. And the Libra is going to be more of a friend than anything else. But the Libra does enhance your life quite a bit. Definitely has some interesting things, interesting perspectives that you haven't gone on before, and also introduces you to a social network that you have not been in before. So it's going to be unfamiliar at first. It's going to be one of those weird social networks to where everything is sort of off. In other words, you're unfamiliar with a lot of things. So he likes some hobbies that you are unfamiliar with, that you haven't really tried before. But he is a Libra, so he sort of wants that balancing aspect to everything. Sort of traditional Libra type stuff, but he is very interesting with a lot of this stuff. So you'll find it kind of intriguing, and your main attraction is just how interesting he is compared to everyone else. So this is about 7-8 months into the future. Let's see, which would be somewhere around December. So you know this person around Christmas. Definitely an interesting person. So his family as well doesn't really receive you quite too well, but they get used to you. But again, you're so uncomfortable with the whole relationship at first. You're not really sure if you want to hang out that long. But if you do, you definitely have some advantages. Because it sort of opens up some creative possibilities that you haven't been exposed to before. So again, his hobbies and interests are quite unusual for you. It's something that you're not familiar with, but it does expand your sort of horizons. I hate to use that word, but I mean, you know what I mean. It expands your capabilities as far as getting into new things and stuff like that, because a lot of times you don't really get into new things. A lot of times you want a strict schedule of things. This is how the first date goes. This is how the second date goes, type thing. So it's, I don't know, it's definitely interesting. Anyway, High Priestess upside down points us to this unusual avenue that you haven't really gone in before, unusual hobbies, unusual habits, quite some unusual stuff that you're not used to, so you're sort of uncomfortable. You're the High Priestess upside down. Not really have that balance the High Priestess has. Not really, sort of throws your intuition off as well. Strength, you try to strengthen this person as a person that is interesting to you. Not only is a partner throughout life or what have you, but I don't think this is a long-term relationship, but more of a long-term friendship, but again, you have a bunch of issues you need to work out with this person, so this is kind of this is your time to meet this person. Anyway, strength, it sort of gives you strength. It introduces you to interesting things. Again, you're really familiar with this person. You've met them before in past lives or past existences or what have you. So it's one of those things to where you derive strength from it because it is so familiar. But then you're exposed to the person's life, and the life is so drastically different than what you've seen before that you're just not really that comfortable. But you have to maintain that strength. And to get all that stuff up, Knight of Cups, upside down, that emotional attachment, that engagement, that pool of, of love and romance just isn't there. Nine of Cups upside down. He's sort of riding in, but not really riding in. He's sort of just there. And it's one of those things to where he has more of the alpha tendencies, I guess, in the relationship, meaning he leads a lot. In other words, he knows what he wants to do. He knows how he wants to do it. He's not really unfamiliar with his life, but you are going to be. So he's interested in your life, but his main focus is his life, and he expects you sort of be the main focus as well, and that's going to cause a lot of the drift between you two. Three of Pentacles, again, you have this sort of the learner at work, sort of building things from scratch, not very familiar. You're going to come in like this, be trying to, you're sort of being watched and trying to adjust to this unusual lifestyle, and it's just not something you're familiar with, or something that you're not comfortable with, but you're going to get comfortable over time. This is going to be a relationship that you'll have for quite some time, but it's not going to be like a love relationship. Ace of Swords, it is a new beginning for knowledge for you. The traditional Ace of Swords, that we're getting into something cool, but it's unusual, something, sort of breakthrough intellectually, and that's going to be the case that you have here as well. And the Hermit, meaning he's sort of on his own within this spectrum, but again, it interests you, but it's so familiar that it throws you off. It's one of those things to where, I don't know, you'll see tarot for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've never seen tarot before, right? And so you get a deck and you're looking through it and you're like, this is really cool, but you have no idea what this means. So it's just one of those things. I want to learn about it. It's really cool, but it's so different than what I've seen before. It's kind of throwing me off, right? So it's one of those things, but once you learn it, then hey, that's kind of fun, right? It's just cards. It's nothing mystical, magical, whatever. It's just a bunch of cards, right? Cards are cool. Cards with pictures are cool. Let's face it. So one of those things to where you're going to be unfamiliar. You're going to have to adjust to it. You're going to have that adjustment period, maintain your strength. Let me know how it goes with the Libra. Again, I don't think this is going to be a long-term relationship. You probably could pull a short-term relationship out of it if you really wanted to, if you really wanted to force it. But in general, I recommend that you just keep this person as a friend. Again, his social circle is so unusual, and the social circle is pretty profound as far as the type of people you meet, and you may get a relationship from that, but I definitely think it's going to be a plus in your life. It's going to be a big bonus, and you're going to have a lot of fun with this unusual situation. So let us know how it goes, and that is a reading for SS about a new relationship coming in the future. Well, they say, because I would like to marriage and build a happy family. Well, the Libra himself is not going to be the marriage and happy family, but his social circle does have a lot of opportunities for that within there. So again, just because you're unfamiliar with the situation, don't boot him out. Become his friend. And again, you could pull a short-term relationship. He really wanted it, but you want a long-term relationship, marriage, happy family. Not going to be with the Libra, but again, so many interesting people in his life that you definitely want to meet. I highly encourage you to chase the Libra and have some fun there. That is a reading for SS Tarot Oracle. If you would like a reading of your own, please leave a comment, email me at the address in the description, or leave a comment, either one. If you leave a comment, please, that's going to be public, so everybody's going to know who you are. If you want it private, please leave a email at the address, and I will make up some acronym for your name, some initials, and nobody will know who you are. So that is the reading. Thank you for watching.